I was very happy to remotely invite along Andy McVeigh, who's also known as the Burley Banksy. If you're a Leeds United fan at all, you will definitely have seen Andy's work all over the city, especially near Elland Road. It was great to speak to him and just find out how he began with all of this and where he's aiming to go. Have a listen. Welcome to another coronavirus extraordinary episode where this week's guest is Andy McVeigh. Hello, Andy.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm starting to go a little bit stir crazy now, if I'm honest. It's got its own, so it's got, a bit, but I'm getting through.
Oh, good, I'm glad to hear it. So, Andy, you are known by another name to everybody in Leeds, which is Burley Banksy.
Yeah.
Can you explain how that's all come to be?
It was just a mickey take, really. I think one of my friends, when I started doing this painting, said, you're like a crap Banksy. You're like a rubbish Banksy from Burley, with no money. but you should call yourself Burley Banksy because it's alliterative, innit?
Yeah. So
it works, doesn't it? But it just, it's like with them daft nicknames you have as a kid, you do something once and it sticks with you forever.
Yeah.
So it was just like, somebody just said it once and then that was it. So, but, it seems to have worked, really, I suppose.
And what is the work that you do as Burley Banksy, to explain to people who might not know?
Right, it's just street art. I started painting the electricity junction boxes that are in all the streets. They have the internet wires in them. Because and most of them get covered in horrible tagging and graffiti, and it makes the area look a mess. So
that's right.
We started painting over, and me and my friend Helen did it a little bit at first, and just painted pictures, flowers, trees and stuff. And people would occasionally stop and say how much they liked them and how much it cheered them up. And then I started doing Leeds United ones because I'm a massive Leeds fan. And I thought, there's a lot around the stadium, so I thought it'd be quite nice. I did one or two, with lyrics from matches on together and stuff. And people started saying, I love it, do more. So I thought it'd be nice to create like a pathway to the stadium.
Yeah.
Especially for kids. I'm a primary school teacher and I did a Gary Speed one, and I thought that'd be quite nice because kids would go, who was Gary Speed?
And then the story comes out,
Yeah. So that's how it started, really.
Oh, fantastic. Because I get to see quite a lot of yours because I live in Beeston.
Right.
So it's always nice to spot them.
Yeah. I've done loads down there. Yeah, I've loved that. Yeah.
So you've always been a huge Leeds United fan?
Yes, unfortunately. All of our crosses to bear down. It's not a cross at the moment, is it?
No, not too bad.
The cross is lighter. First game I was 10, I think. But I proper started going in 80s, like a lot, every game, season ticket and stuff. And I've had periods where I've kept away for a few months, where it gets too much and you can't take the depression. And then I had a little boy, so, I have been on weekends only, so my weekends were taken up with him and they became the priority for a fair few years.
And have you been taking him to matches before?
Then it starts again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The lads at 5 goes, can we go to the match, Daddy? And you go, oh my God, here we go again, I'm going to get sucked in. It's like the mafia, you can never leave. They drag you back in, and then you start getting into it. And my mates had lads at the same time, so we'd go in a gang of lads and dads, and before you know it, you're stuck back in at you and have a breakdown at 4:45 every Saturday.
It's funny because obviously I know of Leeds United. I've never been a massive football fan, but my son Jay's an absolutely huge fan. He used to have a season ticket go all the time, and for a long time I would listen to the results just so that I'd know how to arrange my face for when he walked in.
It's true, isn't it? It's Leeds United ruining weekends since 1919. It has no logical reasoning for it affecting you that much. I don't know why it does, because I'm quite a normal bloke most of the time. But
it's I suppose it's some sort of kind of ancient tribalism or something.
Yeah, no, it is. I think it is. Yeah, I think it gets into the deep psyche of the human being, doesn't it? It's a camaraderie thing. It's an identity thing, and it is like a tribal thing, I think. Yeah, but you can't live with it. You can't live without it.
No.
It's like going out with a supermodel or something. I don't know. Most of the time she's gorgeous and lovely, and half the time she's horrendous. Being a diva and falls into misery, but you never walk away, unfortunately.
That's a great analogy. Have you had the club actually speak to you about your work or anything?
Yeah, it's brilliant because when they got some bloke ruined them all. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. I actually tweeted you about it because I felt so bad for you. Yeah.
And when that happened, they called me in and said, right, we're going to give you 700 quid to repaint them all, take supply, say, right, take days off supply and get them all back up. And then I've been in quite regular. They're going to get me to paint inside the stadium. Well, they were going to get me to do it in the closed season, but obviously everything's changed now. But hopefully, whenever the new closed season is, they want me to paint the concourses, the walkways. And they get me and Danny into matches now for no, which...
Oh, wow.
Sometimes I struggle to 60 odd quid for me and Dan every week. And that's been just amazing because you don't have to worry about getting money together.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So that's been wonderful. It's been lovely for Dan as well because he knows he can go to every game with his pal. So the club have been great, yeah. Did you ever find out who the guy was who was going? Was it one person? Yeah, he claimed it was a group, but I'm pretty sure it was one guy, and somebody actually saw him doing it. There was a witness. It turned out a few weeks later, and it was just one bloke, older fella. So was he sort of protesting against you doing the electric boxes, or was it against Leeds United, or...? So his reasons didn't make sense, and they changed. He wrote all these very sinister, quite threatening emails as well. And we had to get the police involved in the end. Oh, wow. Because he sent them to me personally as well. Oh. They were very sinister, and it stopped being funny then. And his reasons changed all the time about I was a vandal, I was a disgrace to the city. Then it was a race issue. Race? Too many white people go to football, and Holbeck is not 100% white, which it isn't, at Beeston, because I've taught there a lot myself, I've taught. Yeah. And in the end it seemed to be, I don't know, I was thinking, if you think I'm some Tommy Robinson guy, you've got the wrong guy here, pal. I've taught millions of multicultural kids and enjoyed it in Beeston many, many times, so you've got the wrong guy here. It sounds like it might have just been like a mental health thing then on his part. Yeah. Police had an email to trace, but they're so skint, the police. Their budgets have been slashed so much they don't even have the money to trace an email anymore. No. They couldn't, unless it's actual threat to life. They said we can't even get the money together to trace the email for you. Oh dear. But it seems to have gone. So good. I'm glad, and everybody's happy to see your work everywhere. And I noticed that you get a lot of requests from people on social media begging you to come to their area. Can you come to Horsforth? Can you do one in Pudsey? And I'm like, hang on a minute, lads. I've got to go to work and stuff. You've got other things. I've got. But it's nice that. Do you know what I mean? It is. It's not sort of. It's a nice thing to be asked to do. One day I will get round to doing one in every suburb. Yeah, which would be lovely. How did you get into art in the first place, Andy? Well, I've got no art experience. Really? Well, no. I mean, I did once accidentally design a T-shirt for the wedding present. We were quite a famous band in the 80s, 90s. Accidentally? Well, I used to live with the bass player, Keith, and I accidentally doodled some on the back of our electricity bill once, and it became the wedding present's logo. Oh, wow! But literally, it wasn't even a good design, I'll be honest, it wasn't, and I don't know why they liked it, but that was 20 odd years ago, so I teach primary school art, but I'm a PE specialist, I'm not an art specialist, but I think I've always had a reasonably good eye for stuff, I think. And I've always been quite into clothes and record sleeves and kits, I'm always like, even though I'm too old to buy kits, I'm always like, what's the kit going to look like? And, and I'm quite excited that apparently Adidas are going to do it next year and you think, that'll look really cool. Yeah. So I've always been into that kind of stuff, but I've never actually done any. So it was, I just did it, like I said, to cover up graffiti, and I found it quite therapeutic, and I think I've got better as I've gone along. And you never run out of ideas or anything? No, it's quite good. No, I have a little book of tons of Leeds United ideas and tons of other ideas, and they just seem to keep coming. I think maybe that's a primary school teacher thing. You have to be quite creative as a primary school teacher, don't you? You have to think on your feet, Yeah, and you're coming up with ideas for lessons, and you're coming up with ideas for displays, and I used to write my own assemblies and my own Christmas plays.
I bet that was great.
I once did 12 Days of Christmas and I had somebody as Alan Partridge for the Partridge in a Pear.
That's brilliant.
Damn it, I had a partridge in a pear. Aha! And Alan Partridge with a really bad jumper.
I bet the kids loved it.
The parents were going mad about it, and we had, I did a different version of all the 12 days. But so I suppose that's,
creative.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
So you were telling me that in your everyday job, you're a supply primary school teacher.
I am now, yeah.
And has that made it quite difficult for you in this time?
Well, yeah, I've got no work at all. I have actually been allowed some furlough money of £80 a week.
Gosh.
Which, yeah, but that's better than nothing, I suppose. But you're not, if I was a normal teacher, you'd get your full pay, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right, but I wanted my life back. Teaching is extremely long hours, and I wanted my life back. So you take the rough with the smooth there,
Yeah, of course. And is one of the reasons that you were able to go to supply, was that because you're able to sell some of your works and that's going well for you?
No, I did that a few years ago.
Oh.
Before all this started, just like I said, I just wanted my life back really, and I want to see me. Even the weekends I had my son, I was spending half the weekend working. So, so I just go in. I've been in as an artist a couple of times now, actually, which is
that's good.
Kind of weird. Yeah, and that was really nice. I did a thing with Mick Artistic. We did a day together as two artists in a school in Beeston. The Reach place in Beeston?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Right down the bottom. And we even did a little gig together at the end of the day, me on the drums and Mick singing one of his crazy songs, Alan Mick Artistic. So that was a fantastic day actually. We did it for it's pupil referral unit in Beeston.
Yeah.
The kids were great, it was lovely.
And do you think when things get back to normal you'll be doing more stuff like that?
Hopefully. I mean, yeah, Leeds United have been in touch actually Leeds United Foundation have been in touch to kind of do stuff with kids in that way, because they go into schools, don't they?
Yeah.
And a children's centre in Cottingley, on Cottingley Estate, they've been in touch with me for something similar. So I'll probably go in and supply as normal, but I mean, I would love to go in and do art stuff with them, yeah, and all that kind of stuff. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? So how have you been coping with the whole lockdown situation? Has it given you more time to get on with your art, or has it sort of drained you a little bit of inspiration? How are you doing?
No, I'm all right. I live on my own, so there's days where you get down, but I just think I'm lucky because I'm not risking my life every day. I think you need to get perspective, and yeah, it's a bit miserable, and but I'm not risking my life every day. Going into it in hospitals and stuff. So
exactly.
It has given me loads of time to get on my art. Yeah, and I've set up my little business, my burleybanksy.com business. So
excellent.
Time to do it while I've got the time, and I'm doing loads more street painting and loads of canvases and stuff. So yeah, there's the odd day where you're miserable and there's only so much Netflix you can watch. But
there isn't there.
I've been all right. I think. Yeah.
Oh, good. Have you done any sort of extra things, like different things than you would normally do to sort of pass the time?
Yeah, I've been walking a bit more, and stuff like that, and gone down the canal and just taking in a bit of nature, which I don't know, I never seem to have time to do normally. Mm-hmm. That's been nice, just going out on the canal and a bit of peace and just seeing a bit of wildlife and stuff, which sounds a bit cheesy, doesn't it? But
no, but I think you're right. It's about having sort of time to do these sort of things, isn't it?
Stop and smell roses a bit, and it's beautiful down there. Kirkstall Valley, it's stunning.
It really is, yeah.
You sort of forget that is on your doorstep, It's bits of it look like the south of France. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it really is a nice walk along there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's about it, really.
Excellent. So you said as well that you'd been in a band previously yourself.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're still doing, or is it something that's a bit difficult to sort of work out during lockdown?
Well, I'm still in a couple of covers bands, a Britpop covers band and a 60s cover band. But we haven't been able to rehearse or play or anything, so we're going to have to get back together when we can.
Yeah.
But then, of course, the venues are all shut, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be, the new year before we can even play a gig, really. I have missed that, I must admit, playing my drums is very therapeutic.
Yeah.
But what you can do, is there? So.
No, there isn't. And were you telling me earlier that you've been in bands all of your life?
Yeah, since I was probably 15, 16, always trying to make it as a rock star. Never making it, never quite doing it. We did some very good ones over the years. We had a band called Dirty Vinyls, which used to play for Alan McVeigh a lot. And like I said to you before, he was going to manage us, and he thought we were the best band. He said, "You're the best band since those bloody Gallagher boys that are saying."
That's quite an accolade.
Yeah, we were like, bloody managers then. And then it fell through.
Oh.
It's hard work. I was working full time, and going to London on a Wednesday night and getting back at 5 a.m. is, you've got to really devote yourself to it, and probably even quit your job if you really want to make it, I think. It's a real balancing act. But they were, now I get paid to play, like I said, which is amazing. So,
yeah, quite a difference.
Songs, and they give you some money. So, very much.
It's a big thing nowadays as well, isn't it? Covers bands are huge.
Yeah, especially the tributes. I've been in tributes before, Dylan tributes and things like that, and you can make, people make a living out of it, don't they?
They definitely do, yeah.
We just play pubs and clubs and weddings and stuff, so we're happy to do 1 or 2 gigs a month, really. But
it's a nice way to do it as well, where you sort of, because you don't have the pressure of trying to get famous all the time. You can just do it for enjoyment.
Yeah, we do enjoy it. You turn up and you play, and people love it, and they all dance, and they have a nice. You make their night for them, which is nice. You've got to be good. I'd like to think we're sort of a pro kind of function band, if you like, but. Yeah, it's nice.
I think you've got to be good when you do covers, don't you? Because there's a lot at stake, isn't there? Everybody knows the original.
If you're playing a wedding or something as well, you can't turn up and be half-assed about it. You've got to know what you're doing, really, because it's somebody's special night, isn't it? So,
exactly.
We do take it quite serious. You know what I mean? No drinking. No drinking till after. That's the rule. That's a good rule to have.
Have you lived in Leeds all of your life?
Yes, I have. Is that a bit sad? I don't know.
No, I don't think it is.
Brought up in Rothwell, me. And then I went to. I got a place at Trinity in Orsworth to do my teaching degree.
Yeah.
Because my A levels weren't brilliant. My results weren't fantastic, and I only got that offer. So I moved over to Edinley Burley way when I went to uni, because it was near Orsworth. So. And then obviously I just stayed. So.
You've been there ever since?
Yeah, but I'd like to travel a bit more. I've quite a bit of travel to do. More to come.
Yeah, when we finally get free.
Yeah.
Plans for the future.
Yeah.
Well, I always ask guests, Andy, 3 specific questions on the podcast. The first being, what would you say is great about the city of Leeds?
Football and music. We've got a unique football club. Is that the right word?
It's certainly unique.
Yeah, very unique. But the passion for it, I think, is a wonderful thing. And I think the music scene is reasonable now, but in the past it's been amazing. When I was in bands at 18, 19, the music scene was fantastic. We've got some iconic venues. We've had some fantastic bands. So I would say football and music, I think.
Good choices. And if you had to say something that you don't think is so great about the city, what would you say that is?
Traffic.
It's amazing how often that comes up.
The transport system and the graffiti is awful. There's some areas now that are just like, ghettos that are really degenerated, but I suppose that's the same across the country, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like, I love to see street art, I really do, but it's like when you just see, the boring old, no thought, just covering something with their mark stuff, that's not great.
Well, they do on people's houses here, that's the thing. They trash people's houses, windows, front doors, fences. I mean, it's getting that bad, that people are putting up a nice new fence and somebody comes and paints all over it, which is just horrible, and it scares old people as well,
Yeah, it does.
And they beat me. I've told this story before. Graffiti taggers beat my dad up about 1.5 years ago.
No way.
He was 83 at the time.
Oh no.
And they jumped him, mugged him, broke his arm, smashed his head in. If that had been interrupted, which they were interrupted, they could have killed him really. So
that's horrible.
That's what kind of graffiti brings, and it's not just a bit of a spray paint on somebody's wall.
No.
But he's all right now.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. I bet that was really scary for him.
Yeah, it was. But he recovered. He's mentally, he's okay with it. Actually, I thought it would be the mental scars that would be the worst, but he's all right.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that he is.
All right. But, yeah. So maybe traffic and graffiti.
Traffic and graffiti, the two good ones. And if somebody had been a long-term resident of Leeds, would you be able to tell them something that you consider a hidden gem that they may never have heard about?
Oh God. The cellar bar is good.
Yes, I love the cellar bar. Yeah, that's great.
Everyone knows that exists. And I would say, like I said before, the canal walk is so gorgeous, and the surrounding areas around it, you can lose yourself in this kind of, you feel like you're in the Dordogne or something.
Yeah.
And the Burley Road about 200 yards away, but you could be, in a, I don't know, some picturesque French village somewhere. So, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of really.
Yeah, and also quite often some people don't want to tell you the hidden gems because they'll no longer be hidden and everyone will go to them.
There's some beautiful buildings in Leeds that are dotted around, and Corn Exchange is stunning, isn't it? But it's not really a secret, is it? So
no, it's quite in your face.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think that was going there. I think, wow, I've forgotten how great it was in here, kind of thing.
Yeah, I had a friend come and stay with me, and he was from Holland. He came when it was the Tour de Yorkshire, and I took him into Leeds, and we looked at loads of buildings, and I was like sort of pointing out to him that if you look up, they're like palaces, some of the buildings, aren't they? And I took him to the Corn Exchange, and he had to, because you're doing like the whole tour thing and you're probably going too fast, and he's like, hang on a second, I just need a second, and he just leant on the wall of the Corn Exchange and just like had to like drink it in how amazing it is, which I thought was lovely. And he said to me as well, he said, oh, Leeds, it's just not what I expected. And I said, well, what were you expecting? And he said, I suppose I was thinking of, when you like see like films made in sort of Victorian times, and I was imagining it to be like a dark, bleak industrial city, and it's just not that at all.
Well, I suppose it was 150 years ago.
It was, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, they've kept the best bits and, for the most part, improve the worst bits.
Yeah,
bits, I think. And,
I think so.
And it's becoming, they just need to be able to get to A to B without 4-hour traffic journey, don't we?
Yeah, that's the next step.
That's been lovely at the moment, isn't it? I mean, it's been, the occasion you pop out of the supermarket and you're just straight through, aren't you? It's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's coming back though, isn't it? I noticed I was painting on Kirkstall Lights 2 days ago. I did a tape cassette box that said Kirkstall mixtape on it, a massive tape cassette.
Yeah.
I still play tapes in my van, would you believe that? I love them. They're the best form of it. But yeah, the traffic was building up again. I noticed we're going back to normal now.
Yeah. Of course it is, yeah. I mean,
my box, you see, when they're stuck in traffic, that's why I do it. I just think
something nice to look at.
Yeah, it might cheer somebody up when they're miserable sat in a traffic jam at Kirkstall Lights. So, yeah.
And have you got lots more planned to that you've got yet to do?
I have, yeah. It's there's not many boxes left around stadium actually to do. There's only about 2 or 3 maybe, but I've already got in mind what I'm going to do on them. There's one at the bottom of Wesley Street. I want to do League Champions 92 one.
Nice.
Kind of made a start. I think it's about time those lads got recognised a bit more. And then hopefully I'll be doing, if we get promoted, me and James at the club are talking about some kind of promotion ideas sort of around, maybe in the concourses or actually outside but within the stadium, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. On the floor and stuff.
Excellent. Look forward to it. And people can go to your website and they can buy versions of the things that you've been doing on electricity boxes.
Yeah, look, I mean, and I had so many mates going, get a chuffing website, you idiot. You know what mates are like, But so people were saying, can we get these on a print or whatever? So I started painting the street boxes on canvases, and my friend helped me set up a website because I haven't got a clue about that kind of stuff. And I've sold quite a few, yeah. I've sold, I don't know how many, I don't know, 30, 40 or something so far.
Brilliant.
So, it might become a sort of, I don't know, part-time business or something. I don't know. I've done a few like kids' bedrooms and stuff. Office walls. Some bloke in Halifax who's a Leeds fan made me paint his canteen area in Leeds United stuff. But all his staff were Huddersfield fans.
So they weren't very pleased.
Just deliberately done it. Just have to go and sit there and have the sandwich every day. Yeah, we are Leeds. And
were you getting some nasty looks when you were doing that one?
Yes, even one Huddersfield fan said it does look pretty cool, actually, mate. I have to admit, and I thought, well, I must be doing all right then.
Well, I could always put together and pay for you to come back and paint something else.
Not doing blue and white stripes.
No, that's just a step too far. And so you have people getting in touch with you if they've just got something specific in mind that they want that's Leeds United related?
Yeah, I can do other stuff. I've done like quite a few personalised ones as well. Do you know what I mean? Like I did a Jermaine Beckford scoring against Man United in the cup game because I know somebody's dad was there and it was his favourite match. And I've done a few kids ones with like kids' names. I've done like these shirt ones, with players' names on the back. But I've done it with kids' names on the back. I've done, so if people get in touch with me on Twitter or on the website or whatever, there's other personalised stuff I can do,
Excellent. And what will you be doing with yourself for the rest of the day today?
I think I'm going to go paint for a bit. Weather's beautiful. I think I'm going to go paint a thing in Kirkstall, and then I'm going to go for a bike ride down the canal, I think.
Lovely. It sounds like a perfect day.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, thank you so much, very much for coming along and speaking to me. I will definitely be having a look at your website because I'll have to whisper this because Jay will definitely be listening, but I might be looking for presents for Jay. He's 21, he's going to be 22 in August.
I've had a few of them, I've had people going, it's my son's 21st, can you do me a canvas and all that kind of stuff, so he could be a potential customer. Yeah,
I will be, but don't tell Jay. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day and good luck with everything.
All right, love. Thank you very much. Ta-ra.
Bye-bye. I very much enjoyed speaking to Andy McVeigh, Burley Banksy. I loved his analogy of the supermodel. And it was great to hear about his work with Reach Beeston and his work with the Leeds United Foundation and Mick Artistic. The song this week is provided by Limpit and it's called I Am Somebody. I think you're going to enjoy it. Have a listen. Take care of yourself, Leeds. Bye.
Yeah.